everyone, and my name is Eula, and today we're gonna read the Magic Tree as Merlin Mission Book 10, Monday with a Mad Genius. And today we're gonna start reading in chapter 2, looking for Leonardo, and then reading on chapter 3, okay? And now, are you ready to read this one book with a lot of stories? And now here we go! And first you can read is the Magic Tree as Merlin Mission Book 10, Monday with a Mad Genius. Chapter 2, Looking for Leonardo. A different bell is banging into the dentist. Bright early sunlight poured toward the treehouse window. Teddy and Kathleen are gone. Jack looked down at his clothes. He was wearing a knee-left tunic with the dark tights. Annie wore a long dresses with the puffy sleeves. Jack's backpack had changed into the cloth bag. Jack and Annie have looked out the window. The treehouse had landed into the tall tree into the garden surrounded by the green hedges. Beyond the garden of the sea, red of tidal roofs, a huge 8-sided dome and a stone tower rose high above the red rooftops. "Welcome to Frol's Interly," said Annie. Jack opened his book and read aloud. In the early 1500s, many artists and craftspeople lived into the city of the Frollans. The city was filled with the silk weavers, potteries, and marble workers. Artists made the sculptures and paintings and draperies. "Cool," said Annie. "I love art." Jack read more. But the most amazing genius of that time did a bit of everything. Leonardo da Vinci is not only the great painter, but also a inventor, architect, a stage and costumer designer, horseman, chef, goldist, and botanist. "Whoa, what's a goldist and a botanist?" said Annie. "They're scientists," said Jack. "A goldist studies rocks, a botanist studies plants." He turned to the page. "Come on, we should go," said Annie. "The tree has probably invited us to ride to the Leonardo. We have to find him before he gets away." "All right," said Jack. Annie had started down the rope ladder, and Jack had packed up their research book and climbed down after her. Jack and Annie had walked around the tall hedge to came to a busy road that ran along a river. They have stared at the old people going by. There were women with the silk dresses, prisoners in black robes riding donkeys, soldiers in the blue caps riding horses. "I don't see anyone who looks like a guy on the cover of our book," said Jack. "Let's ask someone," said Annie. She walked over to the girl selling flowers by road. "Excuse me, do you know a person named Leonardo da Vinci?" "Of course, everyone knows Leonardo," said the girl. "He was just here. He buys some flowers from me. He said he was going to sketch them later." Her eyes shone with excitement. "Where did he go?" said Jack. "He handed toward the old bridge," said the girl. And she pointed toward the cover of the bridge, far then, toward the road. "Thanks," said Annie. Jack and Annie walked quickly along their bank river to the bridge. "You're right," said Jack. "The tree has brought us right next to Leonardo, but while we were talking, he kept walking," said "Oh, don't worry," said Annie. "We'll catch up to him." The cover of the bridge just opposed by the tree stone arches. It looked like a long house stretching over to the river, and they had crossed the bridge. It was hard to look for the Leonardo. The light was dim and walkway inside of the bridge are full with the people. Jack and Annie squeezed through the crowd to another side of the bridge. The sunlight was so bright that Jack still did not see clearly. He shaded his eyes with his hand. "I still don't see him," he said. "We can ask again," said Annie. The girl said, "Everyone knows Leonardo." She handed to the shop near the riverbank. "Whenever we hanging to the colorful fabrics to the line, the red and purple silks waved to the breeze." "Excuse me," Annie called. "Have you seen Leonardo da Vinci this morning?" The toothless old man smiled. "Oh yes, Leonardo passed by only a moment ago," she said. "On his way to the bakery, I think." She pointed to the narrow lane. "He goes there every morning." "Thanks," said Annie. Jack and Annie hurried to the bakery. The delicious smell of baking bread filled the air. "Excuse Excuse me, did Leonardo da Vinci came here? Jack asked. Yes, he just bought a daily loaf of bread, said the baker. He always goes to the cheese shop next. He pointed across the street. Thanks, said Jack. Jack and Annie crossed by the busy street of the cheese shop. Is Leonardo da Vinci here? Asked Annie. He just left, said the cheese man. He pointed up the street. He was going to the blacksmith's. Oh, brother, said Jack. Thanks, said Annie. And they had headed up the street. I can't wait to meet him, said Annie. Me too, said Jack. If we never catch up to him. Loud hammering noises are coming from a shop. Jack and Annie looked inside and saw a blacksmith powering a horseshoe with a huge iron hammer. A fire was rolling a hearth nearby. Excuse me, Jack shouted. The burly man stopped pounding. Was Leonardo da Vinci just here? Asked Jack. Yes, he paid me for his iron pot, said blacksmith gruffly. Finally, do you know where he's going next? Said Jack, headed for the market with his big hurry. As usual, said the blacksmith, nodding toward the street. Then he went by the pounding. Jack and Annie ran up to the street. They rounded a little corner and stepped by the huge square. Sunlight had shone bright hundreds of tents and stalls. The air had smelled of a fish and a canyon with another spice. Oh man, said Jack, it's huge. The market was a jam-packed of his shoppers. It was hard to see all over his heads, all over to the ground-ups. We could spend all day looking for Leonardo here, said Jack. This is not good, said Annie. We are supposed to spend the day helping him, not looking for him. Remember the Mom said, help the genius all day long, morning, noon, and afternoon. Still, till the night bird sings a song. Yes, whenever that means, said Jack. Hey, maybe we should use the one now, said Jack. This station was with the rules. Finding Leonardo is not for our good, as to help Merlin, and I think we've tried our hardest. Okay, let's use it. Jack slipped the one of the dentist dad out of his bag and handed it to Annie. 5 words, he said. I know, she said. She held up the one, then continued her words onto his fingers. Help us find Leonardo now. Jack and Annie have held up his breath and waited, but nothing had changed. Everything around them looked actually the same. It's not working, said Jack. What did we do wrong? I don't know, said Annie. I've used 5 words. It's definitely good for others. Maybe we haven't really tried our hardest yet. Jack sighed. Okay, let's keep trying. He took back to the one that slipped into his bag. Oh, look at the birds over there, said Annie. She pulled Jack over to the stall that sold cage of the birds. Only the birds, one bird singing, a brown bird with a reddish tail. It was plain, but he sang beautifully with the whistles and trails. Hi, you, said Annie. The bird titled head and looked straight at Annie, and he stirred softly. Come on, Annie, we can't waste time here, he said Jack. Now we need to keep looking for Leonardo. But did you hear his song? Said Annie. He wanted to fly away. He was to be free. Jack looked around for the bird seller. He was standing nearby of the customer. Forget it, Annie. We don't have money to pay for him, said Jack. But he wants to help with him, said Jack. Said Annie, I feel it. And she reached toward the cage door. Annie, don't, said Jack. But Annie had unclicked the door. The bird hopped around into the ground. Oh no, said Jack. He grabbed the bird, but it was too late. The brown bird was already flying away to the blue sky. Yay, said Annie. Hey, shouted the bird seller, rushing over to them. Where are you trying to steal my bird? We weren't selling him, said Annie. We were setting him free. The bird seller grabbed Jack by his arm. You We'll have to pay for him then, he barked. But, stammered Jack. Marco, unhead that boy, the man's voice boomed, and Jack turned to see a tall man with a purple cloak and fluffy blue cap. He had a long nose, bright kind eyes with a heavy eyebrows and a flowering beard. It was actually the man on the cover of the book. Leonardo, said Annie. The one who worked. Chapter 3, the 10 types of noises. Oh, wow. The bird seller is Leonardo. And Leonardo is selling the bird. And the ones have worked. And Jack and Annie are following the Leonardo. And first they came to another store. And that store says Leonardo go to there. And that store says Leonardo go to there. And that store said Leonardo go there. And finally they find Leonardo at the bird store. Very good. Now tomorrow we start reading at chapter 3, 10 types of noises. And the end of reading at chapter 4 or 5, okay? Now, did you have fun? You love English Country. We come out with some of these books, but not this story because it might be a new chapter to read, okay? Now, bye-bye, everybody. And please subscribe my YouTube. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice day. Bye!